I ain't gotta talk about bread, I'm too butter. Seen her out with my other bitch and we group hugged her.
What's going on? I am Ramsey Said What. This is the ASideBSidePodcast. I couldn't tell you what episode number this is, but thank you guys for listening. We're available everywhere you can listen to podcasts, but just go to whatsamovement.net because that's the easiest place to find it. But Apple, Spotify, Audio Mac, iHeartRadio, everywhere. Just, but you here, so thank you. Obviously, you guys know who our guests are, but I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves.
Marcus Ariah.
Joe College.
Time's up. We got a date on it? An official date?
Not official date, but we got
probably just going for next week.
We're
trying to get a couple more promotion things. Like we trying to shoot this video Friday, but depending on how that goes, you know what I mean. But if everything goes right next week,
can I get something early to play on this podcast?
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys said no, I was gonna do like a mix of both of y'all music, but I'm cool with that. I appreciate it.
For sure.
So obviously the song you just heard is the new track from them off of Time's Up. It's dropping next week. We don't have an official date yet, but look out for that. Man, this has been like the meeting that I needed to happen for like years now, yo. So like I'm mad happy you guys got together to do this. I'm sure like the entire state is like on edge with this one, past the state, you know what I mean? But what I want to ask, wait, what were you saying?
No, I'm saying this one different.
Yeah, facts. So like, is Bernie gonna be on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bernie's on it.
So how many tracks? How long of a listen?
10 joints.
10 joints, a little under an hour.
Yeah.
A little under an hour, like in
Covered.
the 50-minute range, I think.
Yeah.
50, probably late 40s.
Okay.
40 minutes. We got extra shit though, but
because the songs ain't that long too. So some shit you take a nice little ride, and there's some shit you could play in the morning going to work, play at night, play at the spot. You know what I mean? A little vibey.
You could party to it, you could mac to it.
Word.
Yeah, and like I said, we got extra shit that we might put out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like how many tracks like do you guys think in total you guys recorded?
I don't know, about 15, 16,
15,
probably like
okay.
5 or 6 extra drinks.
Yeah.
So there might be like some tracks that come up after this album.
Yeah.
Right, word.
I have never recorded that many songs with somebody else ever.
Word, me either.
So what's that like, yo? Like I mean, like I was listening to you guys on Goodfellas podcast. Shout out to the Goodfellas. You guys were like talking about how like easy it was, like working. Like, did you expect it to be this easy, or did you expect it to be like a little bit,
I expected it to be easy. I already knew it was gonna be easy.
I didn't really have nothing to base it off. Like I never really like my last album. I worked with some other artists as far as rappers, but I never really worked with somebody this close. Maybe since I was young in a group.
Mm-hmm.
So I really had nothing to go off, but I trusted his talent and his ear. So
Yeah, I just knew I just knew that I just knew from hearing his other projects that I'm like, man, niggas could make. I already know niggas could put some clean, smooth shit together.
Word.
Especially we got like similar ears too.
I could definitely tell that listening to like both of you guys' discographies. Like so like Marcus, you were saying how y'all met in the last episode I did with you. After y'all met and kind of linked together and eventually recorded Bernie and put it out, like how much of College did you listen to and vice versa?
I listened to College. I got his music right in my Apple Music.
Right.
I was just telling him last time. His favorite joint is the one. My favorite joint is the one with his moms. Talking about his moms. That's my shit.
Oh, right.
I show my moms that shit. That's my shit.
That was off Pay the Man, right?
Yeah.
Word.
Pay the Man, yeah. After I met him the first day, I definitely had to check him out. So we definitely was riding to the Making Up Man album or whatever, and so I definitely was hit.
Word.
Cause shit, I probably wouldn't have did it. I was a fan.
Yo, facts.
Where that's got to be important, like working with somebody like I guess at beginning of the day, like you gotta at least be a fan of their music.
Yeah,
Right,
for sure.
And I feel like it was about bringing our culture, like bridging the gap type shit
Mm.
between like North Central Jersey on some shit like, you know, that bridging that gap. I feel like is clean now. I feel like we could be the dudes that allow other artists from, you know, up and down the state to actually work together and shit like that. You know what I mean? We can
That's a
probably
fact.
open that door. Hopefully.
Stop the gatekeeping and all
Yeah.
that bullshit.
Word.
Word. And
It's
stop-
really stupid
Yeah.
that people don't, you know what I mean? Word that people, that we act like it's hours away or it's different states away. It's right up the road. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Word is bond.
Right. And we
Yeah.
wasn't. I feel like it was cool because we wasn't too cool to work with each other.
Yeah,
A lot of
true.
niggas too cool to work with
Yeah,
each other. And
yeah.
shit like that.
And I think a lot of people think that's just the culture here. I feel like that's everywhere, you know.
Yeah. That's
I think out of everywhere though, I think we need not to be that way because
we don't got shit.
that's how like New York, that's how they look at us.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? How Norfolk look at South, you know what I'm saying? So it's like from just off of experience and knowing how that feels,
Mm.
just writing motherfuckers off because they're a little lower than you. That's exactly how New York feels about the whole state. So
Yeah, so
like
so
that
why should we
trend
do that
either-
with each
yeah,
other?
that
Yeah,
trend
Jersey
is
is
just,
not in
you know what I'm
space
saying?
to not.
Yeah,
do that.
facts.
I always felt like niggas from like North Jersey just do not drive down our way unless they're going to the beach
Yeah.
or Six Flags, and that's about it.
I mean, you know, like I'm not gonna act like it's like, cause you don't have to come to our area. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you really don't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So unless you fucking with the beach, like you say, you don't really have to. So
Yeah, word
I-
everything 20 minutes from each other, like especially in Essex County. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's not even a sense of, it's not even a thing where it's like they have to come to where we at. But I just think it should definitely be a respect there. coming
Yeah,
from
and it
both
was
parties,
exactly.
you know
It
what
was
I'm saying?
more like a regional thing. I feel like now it's different because we got social media. So I
Mm.
know now, you know, people was talking about, yeah, I'm about to go down the south. Like last summer, people was going down the south. Not last summer, 2019 summer, going down to
Yeah.
Central Jersey and all that type of shit. Cause now we connected on some shit. But before it was more just of a regional thing. Like we wasn't coming out to
Yeah.
over there, and y'all wasn't coming up here just cause y'all was good where y'all was at. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It's just like
true.
yeah, that's
my
facts.
hood. I'm cool right here type shit. I feel
That's
like.
a fact.
Unless I'm going down to Abyss and y'all coming up to Terrace Ballroom.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Word,
Shit
that's
like
what we was
that.
talking about off record. Yeah.
And even when we do that though, we clicked up. Like we
Right.
you know, it's us. Like it's
Yeah.
it's Monmouth County is in their own little part when we go
Yeah.
up there.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
it never really was a thing where we mixed, but we changing that.
Yeah, facts.
Right. Do you think like it's gonna like that's gonna be the norm now after this?
I don't know.
I
You're like it don't matter
yeah,
to me.
it don't, it don't matter. I guess if they see what we doing, and I mean I feel like we doing some respectable shit. So you know I feel like people should follow it. You know what I mean? Not saying it was like people should follow everything I do and no shit, but if you can't like you look at us, if you can't look at us and see like two honorable niggas
Yeah.
putting all that shit aside and making good music, is you know it's soul food music. You know what I mean? It's not bullshit.
Word.
Like I said before, we not no buffoons and shit. So if you can't get on that train, then I don't know.
Word.
It ain't really.
Yeah.
And I feel like people I feel like it could happen if people could be on some shit like, well, people would, or may be on some shit like, you know, oh yeah, them niggas got a collab joint. They'd probably holler at somebody else. I feel like we could do one better type shit. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that could open up that. Where it's like,
True.
you know what, go ahead.
And
do
I'm
that.
and I'm
That's
with that.
cool.
I love
Word.
it. Yeah, I love
Hell yeah.
love that.
Whatever way we can get ourselves to get out there more as far as Jersey and just, you know, that could help each individual artist, so be it. I feel like.
No
Word.
doubt.
With this project, are there any other features on there? Are there any other voices, or just the two of you guys?
Being we face this.
Yeah.
Word.
It's just us.
It's just
No
that.
background singing or nothing like that.
Nah.
Word.
Nah.
Nah.
I think we was trying to get some shit.
Yeah, we was. But this is to the it's to the head. We took this.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It's just us.
Word.
That was
That's
all we
enough.
needed. Yeah, that was all we needed. I
It's
mean,
more than enough, actually.
we was open to it, but it just, you know, like I said, we was linking up, we was knocking shit out.
Yeah.
The chemistry was there, so it really,
Yeah. Like why it ain't broke.
yeah,
You know.
exactly.
Facts.
How about production? Like, are Are we gonna get some more lobs from Q?
Random. It's all random.
Okay,
All
word.
random production.
So like no one like that we know maybe.
Nah.
Okay, word. All right. So like how do you guys kind of come to agree on a beat? Like Bernie for instance.
Scrolling through shit.
Yeah, I just think like I said, I just think we got similar ears. I think we wasn't looking for nothing that was too much of something like wasn't too trendy. You know what I'm saying? It had to have some soul in it. You know what I mean? And I feel like I remember him sending me a beat and it was like, what the fuck? Like this is something totally different than what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was on. The energy just was there. You know what
I feel
I'm
like
saying?
the closer we got to finishing the tape was probably where it was like it was real peculiar. Or what type of beat we gonna choose? Because it's like, all right, we got too much of this, so let's fuck with this.
That's a fact.
But that's the only.
So sorry to cut you off. So it's like not, I guess, monotonous sounding. Like you got a bunch of different kinds of music. Like
But it all. Yeah,
It's
but it's just all.
cohesive.
It's cohesive though. Like it's different stuff, but it's all soulful. You know what I'm saying? I feel like.
Yeah,
you
it's
know what I
definitely
mean?
so. Even on the, like we got one that's kind of like it's trappy, but it's like we still talking.
Yeah, it's still. It's
you hear the soul through us.
Yeah,
Word.
for sure.
And I could say that about both of y'all music. I mean, like we talk about how melodic you are sometimes when you sing. Well, you're not singing, but you're not rapping in this monotonous voice. So that makes sense. I'm trying to like figure out like what this project sounds like without hearing it yet.
You can't. Yeah, you got to hear it. You can't.
I feel like we talking though, like I don't know. It just seemed like we kind of like I guess since we a little seasoned on some shit. Like it's like in the way we kind of like teaching, I guess. Or like,
True. True. I said,
game.
Yeah, like I said in the other in the Goodfellas podcast, it was like we men, like we coming into this shit. We not coming into this shit no kiddie shit.
Yeah.
So the beats ain't on no kiddie shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not no like I keep using the word buffoon. It's nothing like I'm tap dancing. It's nothing like this ain't. We ain't even really here to entertain. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a message. You know what I'm saying? And so you know it's a soulful message. So the backdrop is just ended up soulful. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I could say that about like from what I could tell about you guys' ear, like you guys are like, you know what I don't like? I don't like rappers that don't listen to R&B and you could hear it in their music. You know what I mean? Like that don't listen to nothing but like trap or any kind of rap. You know? Like, I feel like those are the type of niggas that don't listen to women. You know what I'm saying?
Soul is the missing component in a lot of things though. Yeah. Like I feel like the reason Future is here. The reason Future is because it's soul and his shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like even with new sound and shit, Roddy Ricch, like Lil Baby, it's soul in his shit though. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they at.
Yeah, and everybody else that's trying to mimic that shit or falling under that shit, they don't have soul in their shit. That's the missing component. The humanity in it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Some type of sense of wanting to get out.
Yeah, the humanity. You know what I mean? We go through mad different emotions. It ain't all one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Future talk a lot about mishaps or shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? Like in his music, and I feel like that's what separates like his song Throwaway. It's one of my favorite joints, but it's because that shit is soul. You know what I mean?
Things that could be relatable on some shit, and we got all the relatability on here.
Cause life ain't one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I kind of feel that way like about like other artists sometimes. Like I mean, like I get submissions all the time, and like it always sounds good. Like they can rap, like they could say something, but it's like a whole album of them talking to other niggas. Like they don't got no music for women at all. Like and not like just like tap dancing for women either. Like but like they don't have a song like a girl could get dressed to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And clever, I definitely
get that. You know, everybody talk like you said, they talking to niggas.
Yeah, but niggas ain't gonna be at your show rapping your lyrics back to you the way like a girl would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Women, a lot of people know me because of women. So Like I definitely I wouldn't say cater. I cater to humans, man. I don't cater to people without emotion. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a humble flex.
Yeah, you know
niggas finding
like,
their music through women.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not an actor. So, you know, I feel like women gravitate to my shit. And I always say like when I'm writing a 16 or whatever, if a woman wouldn't chuckle twice, I gotta write that shit over. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good rule to have.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? If I spit it and a woman here and she won't, you know, laugh twice or chuckle twice, I gotta write that shit over. You know that's
it. So like you just spitting game essentially. Like.
Yeah, straight up. And women and it's just like women just happen to be the most thorough. So like I don't even think it's a thing where I'm doing it for women. Women just be the most thorough, so they be fucking with shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
A lot of niggas be out here acting and shit.
And they know how to like shit. Like that's just they like it because they like it. They don't have to wait for somebody else to like it. If they like it, they like it.
That's a fact.
And like other like niggas, they gotta wait for somebody else to like a record or something. Cause if the shit ain't lit, they not gonna fuck with it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause like I feel like I'm the opposite. Like I'm trying to find some shit before like.
Yeah.
Like
that's what you do though too.
But yeah, I guess.
It's like,
but I mean, like even if I ain't do this, I feel like just me listening to music. I guess.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't like
raised right. You ain't. You know, a lot of dudes out here ain't raised right.
It is what it is. We're gonna take a quick break. After this, we're gonna continue our interview. When this comes out, I imagine like we'll be a few days out from the album. So look out for Time's Up. It'll be out everywhere. And we'll be right back. So we back. Well, we kind of been back. I'm gonna just keep all that. This is the ASideBSide Podcast, brand new podcast by What's the Movement. As always, thank you for listening. Rate, subscribe, review if you on Apple, Spotify. I need them 5 stars. Tell your friend to listen. I always like talking to these guys, man, because one, you guys actually press play on these guys for real. I always see that on my end, but past the plays, like music's just dope, man. Like,
Thank you.
Just period, straight up, man. So do you ever, or maybe not now, but like, have you ever in the past felt like you lost momentum or a window's closing? Like, cause you know, like I feel like myself, the journalist, I feel like it's roller coasters sometimes, you know. It's waves. Have you ever felt like that on your end?
I feel like it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
It's natural to feel like that. But at the same time, I always like knew that I had something, and I bought something that still nobody has bought to the game. So I always had faith in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to. My perspective still matters. You know what I'm saying? So whether I like have writer's block for long as hell, or like just the game is changing and shit, it get a little discouraging sometimes. But I always knew like I had a story, and I had a perspective that is not in the game. So that always kept me going.
So the world needs Joe College and Marcus Ariah, essentially.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. Because I feel that same way, and I feel also that it's definitely a roller coaster. Like, 'cause I feel like it all come down to as well. Like we were just talking about mental health. That like sometimes when you want something so bad, and it don't come like as soon as you want that shit, it can lead to some type of discouragement and shit. But you gotta find a way how I try to look at it is like, I look at it with a lot of ways. Like, all right, boom, if I'm in the gym, I'm in the gym 2 years ago, whatever, I worked out for a good 6 months, my body was getting right on some shit, and then I just stopped, and then I let 2 years go by, and I'm like all flabby and shit like that. Looking back, like, damn, if I would have kept going, I could have been a bodybuilder type shit, you know what I mean? So I just be looking at it like, I try to look at it in that aspect, like, yo, if I do stop now, or what I'm doing with this slow momentum and slow grind, and I stop and get in 10 years down the line, I'm just looking back like, yo, why I ever stop? I'm gonna probably hate myself forever. So I don't want to have no resentment towards myself or towards anybody else around me, or feeling like that. That's when I feel like it leads to a blame game. Now you start telling everybody, oh, it's your fault. You try to look for everybody else instead of looking in the mirror type shit.
That time gonna pass anyway.
Word, exactly.
So I know a lot of niggas who probably quit rapping at 25 thinking they was too old, and then they 28 coming, it's like, oh shit, I could have been doing that shit the whole time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I always think about that even when I go like oh, I need to learn how to make beats or do this, and then you think like, damn, I'm kind of late in the game, right? Then a year go by, and it's like, I could have been doing that shit the whole time. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that time gonna pass anyway. So I always like, yo, stay ready.
Yeah,
you gotta take advantage because time don't wait for anybody.
Stay ready.
Yeah, it's rap isn't. Well, music isn't a young man's sport no more. Like, or at least like it maybe never was.
Yeah, no, word is bond is not.
That's just what they say. I feel like they say that shit to feed.
Cause rap was. You know what I mean?
Said
like
music in general. It's not.
Because I feel like rap was.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because rap was something that older people didn't understand at a point.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it was strictly for young people.
Yeah.
But now that them first generations is in their 50s and 60s now. You know what I'm saying? So they understand what hip hop is. So we can't really stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means that it's 50 something year olds, 60-year-olds that still want to hear Jay-Z's perspective, or anybody, shit, Ghostface, Wu-Tang, anybody.
Word.
You know what I mean? They still touring and shit.
Because people want to go back to it. You make timeless music, you got something to go back to. And I feel like too, the music that we putting out on some shit. At the end of the day, God forbid, was nothing to happen. We still left something here saying that we'll never die type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We made our contribution for real.
Niggas will never die.
That's deep. That's not even deep, but it's deep.
Yeah.
It's it's like you guys are talking about like how you dropping a lot of game on this album. Like there's space for people to I'm generally not gonna listen to like a 16-year-old to hear that talk. I'm trying to listen to somebody my age or older. So like
for sure.
One day I'm gonna be 40 and I'm probably gonna be the same way. Not that I'm not gonna listen to the 16-year-olds because like music, you could be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a time and place for everything. Like I mean, like I love Nas, right? But I'm not trying to listen to one mic at the function. I'm trying to listen to Uchi Wally.
True. And he got some shit on his new album that you fuck with, like with just living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
he got that shit with Anderson .Paak is crazy.
Yeah, that shit with Don Toliver is my shit. Replace Me.
Yeah.
That's my shit, man.
And the real shit I feel like lasts because it's just like, we ain't, Sunday through Sunday, we not partying all the time. You know what I mean? When you dolo by yourself sometimes, you ain't gonna be listening to party shit all the time. You know what I mean? You sometimes listening to R&B. You know what I mean? You want to listen to, if you listening to hip hop, it'll be some shit that somebody that you could relate to, that could touch you in some type of way, or that could just make you feel good. Like women listening to the shit that make you feel good. Like Ladies Free, there's a joint that we got. That's some shit that.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that. Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just a good vibe, like the shit that we talking about and everything. And I feel like a lot of stuff we talking about is super, personable. It was a word that you used.
Introspective.
Yeah, introspective to, like, and I feel like people will be able to relate that to themselves instead of us talking about somebody next to us. You know what I mean? It'll just be somebody. It's coming from here. That I've been through that too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Being a black kid in America at a certain time, we all went through the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, like in some way, shape, or form, we all went through the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Our stories all based around same shit.
So like, how do you feel about, like, we talked about like us and we talked about the elder statesmen. How do we feel about like 18 to 25, like that kind of age range in rap?
You gotta be tough for me to fuck with it.
You
gotta be hard.
I feel that.
You got like I'm trying to think.
I don't understand the whole hip hop is a young man's game, because it's like, because when I listen to music, most times than not, I don't even think about the nigga age.
Yeah. I
just listen to the shit, and like you said, if it's hard, it's hard. So I feel like people should just listen to the voice and vibe with that. Don't even think about age.
But what changed, I feel like what changed from now and back then, like when Nas made Illmatic, he was 19, 20. I feel like they had lived 5 lives by the time he was 20 because niggas was really outside.
Yeah.
Now we living in a time where, like, I mean, it's still some people outside, but I
We
feel
the
like
last
they was,
generation.
like they was young men, like young old heads. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of, and there's no disrespect because I fuck with some of the younger shit, but it ain't really nothing, no
It's the
experience
Xbox
there. You know what I'm saying?
generation,
Yeah, it's really no experience there that that I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of certain people, like I feel like Kodak got it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But other than that, like there ain't many of them because outside was clipped off after a certain time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's this the gen, I guess, that grew up on tablets and shit.
Yeah.
Like we was outside scraping our knees. And
Yeah,
shit.
for sure. For sure.
And it's funny you say like the last generation, they was like old young men. Like you listen to Reasonable Doubt, that don't sound like it came from a 26-year-old.
Nah, hell no. It's like a
as hell.
nigga who already made it out, lived, retired through from the game at 40, in his 40s, late 30s, like.
Without rap, I was crazy straight. Like I'm still spending money from '88. What 26-year-old got money like that today?
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know. Everything he said, every line he said, he got so many lines in that album that's just like, it's poetry, but it's from like a retired perspective. He retired then. His first album, he was just retired from something. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy as hell.
Facts.
I can't lie. I stole that question from Nick. I appreciate it. I didn't want to come. I mean, I interviewed you guys. Are actually the first guys I brought back like on this podcast. Like anybody I interviewed, I never interviewed them twice on this podcast. So like you guys are the first ones to come back. Everybody else that's listening that was here, y'all gotta wait a little bit. I'm sorry. Come up with some more music. We'll talk. So you guys, while working on this project together, did you also? I mean, College. I know you said you had some solo projects coming. Marcus, do you as well?
Yeah. We probably gonna have drop around the same time.
Not too far after.
We
Okay. So like, were you working on your own stuff at the same time while working on this one, or y'all just locked in all together?
I never stopped working since my last album.
Damn, that was time ago.
Yeah, I never.
That was our last interview. That was like the 4th episode of this podcast.
Yeah.
Now we on like 50 something.
I never stopped. I'll have different phases where like I'll have a name, a whole sound, then I'll move on to something else, have a name and a sound. But I never stopped working. But I ain't gonna lie, the past month or 2 months, I did kind of cut it off a little bit though, because I wanted to really like lock in with bro and really finish this, knock this shit out, dude. For real. You know what I mean? Because I like it has started out too good, and we was letting it linger a little bit. So I'm like, nah, let's seal a deal on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm in the studio every day anyway. Like every day I'm in the studio. So, because we run the shit, so it's like in that shit every day. So I'm in there fucking playing with me and his shit, just mixing shit down, fucking working on my own shit. We just trying to. It's like sometimes you gotta take a break. I feel like take a breather, go outside and live life so you can come back, have some more experiences to talk about
that's a fact.
and shit like that.
That's a fact.
But other than that, I feel like we both been working. He got a tape coming out, so it's like I know niggas is working, and I know this shit is niggas has been consistent, even if it hasn't been us putting out music on these platforms and shit like that. Niggas have been dropping freestyles on the gram, which is important. Niggas been taking pictures and all the marketing side of things just to keep our face there or whatever. So all this shit outside of music is so much. Outside of making music, is so much work to put in being an artist. Rapping just outside of that. So niggas is just working all the time. Even going to an event.
Yeah, it's all
showing
work.
your face, it's all work.
It's all work.
Yeah,
facts. I've been trying to I had a moment where I had to fall back from writing and recording, but it still was work. Like I was engaging, and I was engaging. That shit helped me so much. You know what I'm saying? Writing down a lot of shit, watching a lot of shit, like movies, just all that type of shit. So, but it's all for the for my career though. You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the day, it's like you your own you your CEO of your own business, so it's like you gotta, in order for a business to run, you gotta learn what's the new shit you gotta keep up and learn what's the new shit that's going on, or not just what sound hot, but you gotta pick up on the new things that are out there for you to get your shit out there and stuff like that. So you got social media, but then plus you can't forget, as a CEO, is just your own shit. You can't forget about the groundwork that you gotta do, going outside, fucking.
Bro's hipping me to TikTok. Like, I mean, I know about TikTok. I even have a TikTok, but he was hipping me to like everything that's on TikTok. You know what I mean? All the other how-to shit. You can find out anything.
Yeah.
All that
There's so
type
much
of
stuff we gotta learn.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
As entrepreneurs, man.
The game change every 2 years. The rap game. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. Shit, this shit change every 2 years, man. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, I mean, like,
shit.
Like niggas don't listen to the radio for new music. So like, now we on podcasts. Now niggas don't like. I mean, like people go to playlists for new music, you know. So like eventually, like I think that's gonna fizzle. It all fizzles out and goes to the next thing.
Radio was the last place to even promote your shit. Now I feel like
true
to go on. You know what I mean? Now it's fucking playlists and shit like that.
It's crazy, you guys. Like, we're talking about TikTok. I've been thinking about like, yo, like how am I gonna make content for TikTok? Like, I don't even know what kind of content I want to make. Like, for a podcast at least. Like,
it's not one way you could do it though. So I know you probably the silly way, the goofy way probably come to your mind. That's all you seeing. But there's so many ways you could.
There's so many ways, bro. Like if you even look at fucking you go through your you got the For You page and shit like that. You look through that shit. And you'll see podcasts, and like I be looking at hella conspiracy shit, and it's like it be like dudes on podcasts or whatever, just like, cause it's like the aspect ratio is different on some shit, so they'll just show their face talking to somebody else, interviewing, like it'll be me and you whatever, and it'll just show each one of us, it'll cut it up and shit, but that shit like it's some shit that's it's a lot of stuff you could do with it or whatever. You just gotta. Bro, I don't even know if you want to talk about an interview and shit like that. So.
I mean,
it's like hella little tricks, like adding like
this game I'm gonna use it.
Word, it's like adding like the trending song on your post or whatever. You gotta put it down, the volume down, or like have your song playing, your regular video playing up top, and that's how your shit trend. It's mad little different things like on there for you to go
using all this shit,
and everybody's getting famous off that shit, bro.
Like, I should have sweatshop right now.
Yo, bro, so much like
they working
social media marketing, bro.
Kids.
It's like so much shit you gotta fucking do on that shit.
I be feeling like I gotta hire a kid, dog.
You might have to.
Get a little
I only deal with young people and shit. I ain't talking to niggas my age no more.
Bro, our age or older.
Yeah, they finished.
I mean, if they ain't got something now, like
they done. Just the whole spirit is just done. Like, kids be hungry and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Or I feel like we getting set in our ways. Like, but not like on some like old surly like I ain't about to change type shit. But like we know who we are.
Yeah.
And if this grind ain't been it, I don't know how it's gonna be for the first time ever at this age. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. We were talking about how like events feel like work. You guys always put up the littest goddamn events ever, yo. So like,
we put out us good fellas who said we put the illest events in Jersey, man.
Y'all really do. It's no bullshit. So this summer we could expect another dress fest, Smart Henny Day.
So,
regardless, come in your quarantine suit, your body bag, or whatever, because it's going down.
Wear a mask. Get your vaccine.
The bag over your head, whatever you gotta do. But we're not sitting in. I know.
We do some shit together. That's 1,000 motherfuckers.
Yeah, easy.
Off rip.
Easy.
I'm trying to do an outdoor show. I'm trying to book y'all niggas. Just throw me your price.
Were you thinking about having it up North Jersey or?
Man, I'm thinking like during the summer, like I want the Stone Pony, but I also
that's some shit down your way.
I also want to try like I'm also thinking about doing like a block party type shit in 2 stages on both sides of the street. Maybe like somewhere like kind of in the middle, like New Brunswick type shit.
Yeah, that's a good area.
Yeah. I got some good relationships with
Have
some
multiple
businesses over there.
performances going on.
Yeah, like all genres, like maybe like a rap and R&B stage and like a rock and roll stage.
Yeah.
That'd be fire.
Like a
Yeah.
Lollapalooza and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where it starts, bro. Start big, you know, that's go turn to fucking
So much chicken in
big
there.
shit.
yeah.
Word,
It's
hella bread.
like I said, man. COVID jacked up a lot for me indoors, so I'm like, you know what, man? Let's take it outside, man.
True.
I mean, like
COVID.
if things like Juneteenth barbecue can happen, you know what I mean? Like that shit was bananas.
That shit was
Different.
lit. That shit was lit,
Juneteenth
man.
was different. Word up.
That was love. Shout out to them though, for real, for putting that together.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
energy was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Word. So we can expect a Henny Day 3 and
Dress
Dress
Fest
Dress
3.
Fest. You guys did
3.
like the brunch club.
Yeah, brunch club.
I missed all the brunch clubs. I feel like I
Yeah.
was working during all those, but
Did you come to Pizza Parlay?
I did. That was in Red Bank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at that one.
I think I went to brunch club. That was a note, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right downtown. It was two. It was y'all shit and the shit at
Some shit
Ainsworth.
at
I was
Ainsworth,
bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Them
man.
shits was.
Jersey small enough to do that though. Like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you could go show face at two different things.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh man. Let's get back into the album. So I guess this is like a real generic question to ask, but like what do you think what are people gonna feel while listening to this? Like are they gonna feel a bunch of things or like
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna feel one way. I think it's driving music more than anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's not a lot of music out there that make you feel cool. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
got shit that make you feel tough, shit that make you feel sad, but there ain't too many things out there that make you feel cool. I feel like they gonna feel cool. Ladies gonna feel sexy, and yeah, man.
Low rider like Maybach shit. It's like
Okay.
a Maybach. Fucking like, you driving a
Get-
Rolls Royce.
Yeah. You get driven. You getting driven.
World, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you could smoke a cigar to this shit.
Yeah, getting driven with this shit.
That's my kind of
Play
music
some
right there.
cars, play some dominoes, have it playing in the background.
Facts.
Like you said, shorty getting dressed up.
Facts.
Shit like that. Like,
Yeah, that's what I like about y'all music, yo. Y'all be talking that player shit, yo. Y'all be talking that slick talk shit,
All
yo.
day long.
I fuck with that shit so heavy, yo.
All day long.
yeah, I had to come to that though. Like with this nigga, cause I know how you be coming and shit. I'm like, you know what I mean? I got,
You showed up though. You
but
definitely
like,
showed up.
cause I liked it though, cause you know, not saying that my music is drifting, but I like to like experiment with a lot of things, but I like working with College because like it's like damn, like I can make some refreshing shit. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of his shit is like real refreshing and stuff like that to hear because people ain't really putting it out there like that, especially on the East Coast. You got that a lot on the West Coast, but
True.
on the East Coast, I feel like everybody want to be a gangster. You know what I mean? They just want to be all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to just take a
It's
chill
the
pill
50
for a
Cent
little
effect,
bit.
yo.
Yeah, bro. Like all day, that's how it is over here. So I like being that chill nigga that can still get right.
Mhm.
I fuck with that shit.
Thank you,
know
my
what I mean?
brother.
Do you guys feel like you brought that other side out of each other? Like you have a lot of energy in a lot of your music, like while you
Yeah.
still spitting, right?
Yeah.
And like College, you be on that smooth, rugged but smooth shit. So
With
like,
me, this nigga got the flows. He got mad flows
Yeah.
and shit. So I've been trying to instead of, because a lot of times I start my 16 off and use the same flow through the whole shit.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to stop at 8 and go another way and then go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Fucking with him because he got flows for days.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and you could rap forever. We was talking about it on the
Yeah.
last podcast, like yo, like this nigga breath control is crazy.
Yeah,
Like, you don't
facts.
breathe, you just be going and
Facts.
going
Well,
and going,
I mean,
bro.
he was there. I be punching in a little bit.
Nah. You be having it though, and then I be asking you. I be like, yo, I don't sound right. He be like, you good? Because the way he be sounding, that should be piercing through the mic. First of all, the breath control is there. I be like, damn, nigga, my shit be. I be sucking wind and shit.
I be sucking wind trying to rap your shit, yo. That's how I know. I'm like, yo, how the fuck this nigga rapping this shit?
But it's crazy because like a lot of my favorite rappers is like that. Like I feel like Mace, Rakim,
Mhm.
niggas like that. Like they they didn't sound like they was ever running out of breath or nothing. They was in
Yeah.
they was one tone straight through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like them two specifically, Mason, Rakim, facts.
Right. I feel like Twista was on that type of time. Like,
Yeah, Twisters are
That's
different.
really
Yeah, that's a
I mean,
different
he on a different level,
Yeah, that's a
but
different
but
level.
like it still be the same volume
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
way through. It is crazy. That's
They gonna hear how well we compliment each other, like as far as like the sound and shit like that. It's just like it don't sound like too different to where it's like, why are these niggas on this track together? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it sound like, oh nah, these niggas since birth, these niggas at one year,
Yeah.
like down the line when they get older, them niggas was meant to make a song together type shit. Like,
That's a fact. The cool shit is like as competitive as it is, you like I could write my greatest verse, he could write his greatest verse, and at the end, you still gonna love like because it's the other nigga did something totally different, so it ain't even like where it's like where it's a super competition on there because it is naturally. But it's like he giving a whole different perspective, so that shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is definitely fun to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So is there gonna be a Times Up 2? Or maybe under a different name?
You never know, man.
I'm getting Times Up 1 ain't even out yet.
never know.
Over here. But
hopefully, if it do, it'll be at a time where we are on top.
I know. Right. Or we ain't gotta wear a mask.
Yo, facts, man. That's what I've been thinking about. Like a lot of these like bigger names, like all right, like Drake didn't drop Certified Lover Boy. Like I feel like these niggas ain't dropping music because
he was supposed to, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be out like last month. I feel like they ain't doing it because like they can't tour.
Can't tour.
Yeah.
That's where the chicken is at right there. That's
Yeah.
where his chicken is everywhere, but
And that's where the fun is at, man.
Yeah, true. I feel like that's the real rapper shit still. Like I feel like other than that, the rapper lifestyle is whatever. Like now it's not like how it was, but I feel like performing, that's when you really get in that mode. You know what I'm saying? Like you really feel like a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Performing. So
I mean,
I'll be looking at the gram like, yo, like, yeah, niggas can make videos all day, but this shit is ass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You wanna
dap some niggas up while you performing and
feel that energy.
that same word.
Feel that energy.
You walk off, motherfuckers like, yo, bro, let me get your gram, bro.
Facts.
Word.
Like that.
That's my favorite thing in the world to do. I tell my homies like I don't enjoy nothing more than performing. I love performing.
Word. Yeah, man. The at home stuff ain't the same, yo. Like I mean, I've been putting together like mood room sessions and like it's beautiful, it's dope. Like
if this would have happened when we was 15 and like, all right, we got some time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's
you adapt. You feel me? I expect you to be adapting, but if we had a choice, if we all had a choice, we wouldn't be doing this shit.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? We'd be outside. But yeah, everybody better adapt.
Yeah.
We got some things lined up that we want to do that we gonna do.
to adapt,
Yeah, for the quarantine, for the quarantine shit.
So like what kind of like without giving it away, like what kind of like promotion and campaigns, like I mean you guys said you're getting a video, you're dropping a video soon.
Yeah.
How many can we expect?
Press. Like that's really what we was focused on and shit. Press, you know what I'm saying? Just having people hear us, having people hear our perspectives and shit. Cause I know I can speak for myself. A lot of people, even people that knew me for years, though, I feel like they don't think they know me like that no more. And a lot of times they don't. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I feel like we need to speak. You know what I'm saying? I need we need to talk. So we got a couple more of these lined up this week. You know what I'm saying? But
people gotta know who we are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we design merch. We got some good merch. Times Up merch.
Word up.
And yeah, videos and shit like that.
Word. I'm excited for all that, man. I'm excited for some merch too. I'm gonna cop some
I'm
shit.
looking forward to dropping videos throughout the year.
Yeah,
facts. You know what I mean? So we're gonna try to not to, even though we dropping our own shit, it's still gonna be work added onto it. So that's more content.
More content.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna spread that. We're gonna ring this bitch out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys were saying like, yo, you want to make this a fucking spectacle.
Yeah,
that was
it out.
If that was the direct quote. Yo, it's crazy. We were talking about shows. Like, I'm thinking about like what these niggas in like New Zealand is doing. Like, they haven't had a positive COVID case since like May of last year.
Yeah.
So like, they're like, I'm looking at like concert footage, music festivals. Like, yo, they haven't stopped. Like,
I couldn't tell you what the fuck is going on in New Zealand in the regular.
No,
regular
I mean
days.
outside of this, I
I
wouldn't
don't know
know.
what the hell is in New Zealand, like, you know what I'm saying? But damn, that's what's up. They ain't had nothing, so they ain't really dealing with it at all.
Yo,
Not even
like,
really.
Only reason I found out these niggas Earth Gang fucking went out there.
Yeah.
So like I was just on the gram. I'm like, yo, what the fuck
that's
is
what's
this?
up.
Yeah, well, we need to go to another country.
Yeah, shit. We need. They probably overseas. They fuck with
Yeah,
hip hop.
fuck with
Yo,
what?
heavy.
What?
That shit's like that's like white people in soul food. They love fried chicken because they ain't grow up on it. Feel me? So I'm telling you, them overseas
that's funny as
motherfuckers.
hell.
Them overseas like they they ain't like a lot of them. They didn't grow up on it. They didn't get it. So they went and found it. You know
And
what
they
I'm saying?
love
So
that
the
hip-hop,
love is different. Yeah.
like that hip hop.
Yeah.
They fuck with the
Facts.
trap, but it's either that hip hop shit or like the emo type of
Yeah.
rap shit. That they fuck
Man,
with.
nigga, you God and them niggas over there touring. Like, just
Word.
whatever rapper was in the 90s had a song.
Word.
Yeah.
And somewhere overseas touring. Like, you
Nah,
know what I'm
that
saying?
ass,
Like,
though.
rocking that one song
Why
or
the hell
whatever.
not,
Like, matter
man?
of fact, they probably know his album cuts. Like,
Yeah.
getting money overseas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Facts.
It only makes sense. So this is something I wanted to talk about with you guys. And not that Jersey support Jersey, that shit is played. But another thing that I hear people complain about, and I wanted to get you guys' takes because you both spend a lot of time outside of the state. People complain like, oh, people leave Jersey to try to get on in other places. Like College, you spent time in Atlanta and LA, and Marcus, you were in LA too. So like, how do you guys feel about that? And we're promoting to new markets and stuff like that.
It's a slippery slope because I mean I understand how people could say that, but I also think it's dumb because it's just like at the end of the day, everybody gonna do their own thing regardless because that's gonna be beneficial to themselves. So if I gotta go out of state to make my shit better or to get somewhere that I need to be at, then I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
and then
do what you
if
gotta
I
do.
choose to come back and help out or whatever I can, and that's my choice. And also too is, I know me personally, I would do that, but another person that go out and don't come back, the only people I feel like that are worried about that are people that have nothing going on for themselves, or they don't have nothing to look forward to on some shit. It's kind of like pocket watching on some shit. Like
Yeah, that's some dirty shit to say
yeah.
about somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
let people
like-
do whatever they got to do.
Like, it's
you know what I'm
literally
saying?
their life. They create. I feel like we create our own world around us. You don't even know what type of shit is going on in that person's head, on that person's mind. You don't know the type of books that person read. You don't know what they watch at night when they're at the crib or
Word.
whatever, like to elevate their shit or whatever. Like whatever the case may be, you can't really judge anybody for doing what they got to do to take care of them and their family.
Yeah, that's some negative bullshit. You know what I mean, let people, however, whatever you have to do or whatever you feel like you need to do, and definitely make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you got to go somewhere where it's a little more resources. You know what I'm saying? And then do it. But this, you don't have to talk. You don't have to talk bad about it here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just go
that's
there
facts.
because it's something different. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
You
then
know
there'll
what I
be
mean?
people like, it'll be motherfuckers like that. The people that be saying that sometimes be people that have never even met that person.
Yeah, it's some
Or
dirty
some
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like, how would you even say that about somebody? You don't even know them personally.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That shit is stupid to me.
You were talking about like other resources, other places. Do y'all feel like Jersey has enough resources like here to maneuver the way you need to?
For what?
To
For music?
for the dream to blow up, like whatever people want to call it, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I feel like they got places that got more, but Jack Harlow made it from Louisville,
Yeah.
Kentucky. Even though
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he did, but just period. Like it's Isaiah Rashad was in Chattanooga, right?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So you can make it happen if you dope enough. There's
Yeah, I
definitely
think you
places
gotta-
that got more, but
Yeah, and like places like Chattanooga,
Yeah.
and the places that are not really big cities, I feel like somewhere like over here, I feel like we gotta use the people.
yeah,
The people
that's a
around
fact.
us.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we gotta
That's a
use the
fact.
people.
Use your
Like,
foundation and
Word,
shit.
exactly. You can't go looking for record labels because we don't got that
Yeah.
shit. You can't go
Yeah.
looking for A&Rs or whatever because them niggas are in the city or LA.
Yeah,
what I mean?
facts.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
So it's just like the people that are already here, you gotta tap into them.
Because we grow up in townships, so we grow up with a lot of people. A lot of people know you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shows, like you throw them shows, had them big shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yo, if you played sports like in Monmouth County, you know everybody in that damn county.
Yeah. So you gotta use that to your advantage. You know
Probably the same for Essex too.
Yeah. I mean, they all like, you know, I even witnessed a lot of them. They did come up together in the sense of like partying or whatever. Like you just know people for years when you in a place that's got municipals like townships and shit. So you definitely got to use that to your advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Taking light rails and shit.
Partying. Word up.
That's one thing I'll say you guys are like both really good at. Like I feel like a lot of artists, like either in beginning stages or middle stages, whatever you want to call it, like they're so worried about getting press and getting the manager and putting their booking email in their bio. But like at the end of the day, niggas don't need that shit. They need fucking fans. Like fucking people. And
everywhere I've ever been to, like that was really a big reason we went. Like even when I was in LA, really was to meet fans, to meet people.
Yeah.
Like I linked up with my man. Like I actually like a couple people out there we fuck with so heavy that they flew in for the brunch club. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit,
and
that's dope, yo.
And those are the people that spread your music. You know what I'm saying? Like really, you know, because when me and Quick get together and we provide a vibe, we provide a vibe, whether it be in the living room or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like people really get to know us at a different level.
Yeah.
And it's really spread. Like a lot of times we felt like we really was selling our friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, you know, that like we went everywhere selling that. You know what I'm saying? Like selling that family atmosphere, that family vibe. And there's a lot of people in different places that caught on to that, and they lifelong friends. You know what I'm saying? And they the biggest spreaders of the music too. You know what I'm saying?
That's something Quick said I saw on Twitter like maybe like a year or something ago. That's kind of stuck with me. He's like, you're like, we're not like trying to sell you anything but an experience.
Yeah,
like, we're trying to sell
you. That's a fact. And like, you know, like we wanted to feel so good that it feel like family.
Yeah.
When you listen to listen to an album, when you come to a party, whatever, it's like you can put your guard down. You know what I mean? You can be your true self. And that shit is most important to us.
Like you can come up to niggas and we'll show love. Shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Niggas ain't too uppity, don't got no stick up their ass and shit like that.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
You could be you.
Yeah.
Could be your true self.
They not on no bullshit. We won't even.
That's a fact.
I always felt kind of going back to the like leaving Jersey conversation. Who in the history of the world ever made it staying at home?
Yeah.
Right. Like all right. Let's use Jersey an example. Like Lauren, the Fugees, Whitney. Like Whitney doing the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl ain't in Jersey. You know what I mean?
True.
Like you can't stay home and
you gotta migrate.
You need to go.
You gotta migrate. Black people, I don't mean cut you off, bro. Black people in general, bro, like we're not restricted to one spot. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
we think we are.
Yeah, nah. Because none of these shits are spots anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so to be able to walk, like I call it walking the land. You know what I'm saying? To be able to walk the land in whatever city where it's full of black people. I feel like that's what Tupac did. Tupac could go anywhere and you know, just get in with the black people in that city and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't scared of his people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what it's about, being able to migrate and still be you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, he's fucking. I mean, it might have been a line. He said in Poetic Justice, like, "Oh, we black, we cousins."
Just like that.
Yeah,
it's just like that. You know what I mean? I feel like he was the best person at that. Like, you know what I mean? He pulled up on Biggie and them, and he in Brooklyn smoking with them on the street. You know what I mean? And he in Oakland, and he wherever he was at. And just based off the fact that we black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he comfortable with himself.
Yeah.
On some shit.
That's a fact.
That's
you gotta be super comfortable with yourself to be that way too.
I'm
Shout out to all my homies in LA, Inglewood, and Decatur, and everywhere. Everywhere I've been. You know what I'm saying? We all one and the same.
Right. So, I mean, with COVID, do you guys still have any kind of like I guess like performance plans? Because I mean, like you guys are fucking heavy hitters as far as performances go. I was on that stage taking photos. I seen that shit. That shit is fucking nutty to this damn day, yo.
Yeah, man, classic. I mean, yo, we just talk. We got some things. I don't really want to give it away.
Okay.
But we got some. We definitely got some surprises. Some like I said, we adapted to what we dealing with. You know what I mean? As far as the COVID, so we gonna bring it to them a different way.
Right.
Yeah, got to.
Yeah.
And especially in Jersey. We was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We can go crazy.
Yeah, we get
Word.
fuck with the venues, but
Venues, strip club, the whole
Yeah,
the whole nine.
yeah,
You know, probably do a little something where people could be there.
yeah, something that ain't too, that ain't gonna get us in trouble.
Yeah.
But we definitely gonna. But other than that, we gonna bring them some virtual experiences too.
Yeah.
Word up. Is there anything you guys want to leave us off with before we get up out of here?
Shit, man. Work with other people, man. Build with other people. Build relationships. It's important.
Come outside.
Come outside.
Word.
Be outside.
All right. So this is the A-Side-B-Side podcast. Time's Up is going to be out everywhere you can listen to music, I imagine. Oh, wait, I did have another question. This is another Nick question, actually. He asked, were you ever going to repurpose any of the singles like that you had on SoundCloud, like Ain't No Thing, College Sport, any of that?
A lot of that shit is full of samples and shit like that, so it's kind of tough. But yeah, a few of them. Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, we definitely been working on some shit to try to get a few of them on streaming and shit. It's so crazy. I've been doing this shit for so long that pre-streaming and all that shit. So I got a lot of stuff that a lot of people ask me about. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely we gonna bring some stuff back. We'll probably give them like an anthology type of
Right.
Yeah, type of vibe.
Artist Bond. I need it for my niggas on the streamings and
for
shit.
the day ones, because we had classic projects before ever was a streaming.
I need changes on the streaming platforms too, yo.
They used to be. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I'll get it back up there, man.
Right.
All my old music, bro. I'll just be like,
ones. Yeah, me too.
I'll
But
be super like, oh.
I mean, you guys are probably like, yo, like
especially with the
this
mixing
before.
and shit like that, bro. Because the way I used to mix before, I used to drown my shit in reverb, bro.
Yeah.
Drown it in reverb. You know what I mean? But now my mixing is like it's a lot better now on some shit.
But
it was the time though.
But you're about to say same time. It's funny. I be having to tell Drew this because Drew made the Forever beat, right? And he hates that shit. And I'd be like, yo, you can't just because you learned something new or whatever. You can't go against what the fans are saying. Like they like this shit more than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So while you think you got better and shit, like, can we do that? Can you just do that again? You never know. You never know. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, definitely don't, like, the fans like it. That's what they chose, regardless of how much better, like, even though he did get better, how much better we think we got. They love that shit. They singing that shit word for word. Yeah. So it's nothing wrong with it. Word. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got our point across with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
That shit is crazy because, like, yo, your album dropped, and then 2 days later, these niggas knew every goddamn word, yo.
That shit felt good, man. That shit felt good. I'm definitely running it back. My new album is called John Blaze, so, you know, I feel like John Blaze is gonna be, I'm gonna try to take it up a notch. But that whole For My Niggas experience is something that I hold dear to me. Like the whole year before and the year after, it was like a 2.5 year thing where we just was building up a crazy energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
I need that shit too.
Yeah. I feel like I try not to think about it as much because I'm trying to move forward, but that's something I will never forget that time. And it probably seems small to some people, but that shit was the biggest. Like, I could stop today and I got that experience. You know what I'm saying?
Word. I think you guys both were in this clubhouse, that like Jersey clubhouse room. Clubhouse is fucking played, by the way. But anyways, in that room, I forgot who was talking about it, but somebody was like, "Oh, like we should get in touch with like these Jersey club DJs again." And house music, house and club is something big influences in both of you guys' music. Like, like you got the J Hood remix to Reload. I mean, like College Sport for New Jersey. We ever gonna get like some Jersey club remixes to something of you guys moving forward?
Not me personally. I don't think it's gonna really happen for me unless somebody just make that shit on their own. Yeah, I don't really think that's like I don't know. I don't think that's the way to go. But that's just my personal thought.
When it comes to me, more than Jersey club, more on the house side. I got a lot of shit that like basically like if I sit down with a nigga and he want to nigga want to slow to fucking follow me up, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not. I'm definitely hopping on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it all, you know, with me, like it all depends on who I sit down with and curate shit with. You know what I mean? I actually was going through house acapellas the other day. So
You talking about house music or club? Jersey club music?
Honestly, both. I mean, like, I'm not completely against like Jersey club remixes. I mean, like, you seeing like people like Cookie Kawhi making it on like a national stage with the shit.
Yeah, that shit fire.
It won't have for me. It won't ever have the tempos.
Yeah.
But I want to take a lot of the elements and songs and samples and shit. Yeah, it's the same way I did with College Sport and shit like that. It'd definitely be slowed down on some hip hop shit. Yeah. So I probably never take it to that tempo.
From like 130 to like a 65, 70, somewhere around there.
Unless we find out a way to make it double time as far as on some hip hop shit. Yeah. But that's tough. You know what I mean? Like a lot of those samples and shit, they don't even have no breaks in them.
And people don't really, because I just did some shit using the sample of Fired Up on the joint that I
you did.
You feel me, on the gram. So I mean, in that aspect, I would use it in that type of way. You know what I mean? But I know that Clubhouse that you were talking about, they were saying that, like, you know, why don't we
make everything Jersey Club?
Make everything Jersey Club on some shit to where it's like that's gonna be the staple sound of the state. That's what I'm just like.
I think that was a good idea.
I don't really think that's the way to.
We're too multifaceted for that.
Yeah, and we always did hip hop. Like, it wasn't just house. It was always hip hop. You feel me?
Big niggas got influenced by us. Eminem was influenced by the Outsiders.
Yeah.
Outsiders was from North East Orange.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like a DC situation where like I feel like DC hip hop was one of the last places. DC was one of the last places hip hop, hit. I feel like after even places fucking overseas, you feel me? I feel like DC accepted it kind of late. I feel like hip hop was always a thing here, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like, you know, we can't just say like, you know, we just go in that lane. You know what I mean? Even though I love it, you feel me? I love it. We grew up on a percolator, like, you know what I mean? That was the biggest shit, honestly. Like, you know what I mean? But it was always hip hop too.
Yeah, and you still it's crazy. You still gonna hear it in places you go. You know.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Watch out for the big girls. That was, right? Yeah. Yo, remember growing up, that shit was the
that song is like,
that was the biggest. You know, they put that on the party. It's going nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely got mad love for house through club, the club scene all the way up to the final stage, which is Jersey Club. But like I said, I probably never really touched them tempos like that.
All right. Yeah, it's crazy you said watch out for the big girl. Like, how old is that song? Like 30, 40 years? But you put that on at... I remember being at college parties and that shit was going on.
Yeah, like, I used to hate it. I don't know. I just didn't embrace it like that at that point. But like when I got to college and shit. But then I'm like, we really grew up on all this shit. Like, I can't hate it. I can't run away from that shit.
Yeah, man, my history of club music, bro. I used to be in high school pop locking, bro.
That's fire though.
Pop locking, Wu-Tang and
that's
all
that
shit.
Yeah, Wu-Tang. Yeah. That's
you know what I mean?
That's culture though, bro. Like,
I'm really going hard with that shit. That's why it's so like. Now when I hear it at a party or something, I'm like, yo, please, bro, I'm not trying to hear this shit right now.
I'm not trying to be like broken down, sweaty.
I just had dinner with my mom and she was talking about when she was like in like 84 and shit. She was talking about a car. She got in a car accident coming from the Zanzibar. Zanzibar was the house spot up here and shit. You know what I mean? Back in the day in the 80s. So, you know, New Jersey and house is like
what?
It's like that. You know what I mean? And she don't even party. I'm like, what? You let this? Yeah, I was coming from the Zanzibar. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Man, it ain't even like with Jersey too. I feel like as far as like, you know, Follow Me and fucking Fired Up and all that shit. That shit is really a Jersey thing because I go out there. When I was in LA, I would ask people like, yo, y'all don't know, like y'all don't have like cookouts and play Follow Me? You don't know what Follow Me is?
Nah, they was playing Chocolate Factory at the cookouts.
New York, they don't really do it like that. They don't know nothing about that. That's, you know, down south, they don't know nothing about. That's really Jersey.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, how y'all don't know?
Yeah, how do y'all not know what it is?
Like, see, that's the thing. Your words bond. Like, yo, we that shit was so second nature. We grew up on it that I didn't think it was such a thing. Yeah. So like I older, like, damn, everybody didn't go through this. Everybody didn't listen to this or deal with this. You know what I'm saying?
And that shit, the music be amazing too. Like, That I could listen to that all day outside of the the regular.
Yeah.
I don't got a mic, but I got to cut in on that one.
I'll grab a mic
about,
for you.
About follow me, like
Yeah.
yo, the message of that song was so
liberating.
but the beat slapped.
Slap.
That was crazy.
That shit is fire. Like that song is
insane.
top notch, yo.
Facts.
And it's crazy because like how we talking about going other places, and it's like a culture shock for them. It's like we thought that was top 40. We thought everybody had that.
For sure. For sure. Yo, the fucking lyrics to that song and a lot of other house shit is so liberating, bro. It's so like, you just feel free as hell. And I think a lot of that house shit got a gospel gospel connection too, you know what I'm saying? So that shit all go hand. Yeah, that's all that shit, yo.
Yeah.
That's the man. You get a good house jam, like a house fucking cookout and shit, bro. That's the best cookouts, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have a house music festival up here, right?
I think so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Lincoln Park.
At
Lincoln Park.
Every month or something like that, or a couple times a month over.
In the summer?
Yeah, I think over
here.
Riverside. I think Riverside Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, my barber was telling me about it.
That's fire.
They're out there every.
Man,
I don't know if it's every month or a couple times a month.
That's fire.
Even
bro.
still with COVID.
Nah, this was like before COVID.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
I know Lincoln Park usually have one every summer. They have like hip hop night, hip hop day, house music day, and and gospel and shit.
Marshall Jefferson,
bro.
Nightcrawlers, all that shit.
Yeah,
I fuck with it. I fuck with the house
bro.
heavy.
House music is fire.
Word.
Though house music now is like the techno shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
our
but
house music
that's
is
what,
fire.
because that's what
That's what they do.
that's what-
Niggas
yeah.
take shit.
They take shit and they whitewash it and it's all more other shit.
That's that Porter music right
Yeah,
there.
it's like this is not house. This is techno.
This is that's
This is
techno.
electro or whatever. Like,
Yeah. It gotta have that like gotta have that soulful lyrics and soulful
Yeah.
heavy house. You know what I'm saying?
house
It's crazy. You said like house has like a lot of gospel influence. I literally remember being at like in my church parking lot after church and they playing "Follow Me"
Going in, yeah.
Like that's secular music, but like it's cool.
It just feel good.
Yeah.
It should just feel good. Like you ever heard Julie McKnight?
Yeah,
She got some ill shit with Kings. I think it's Kings of Tomorrow. Called Tonight, I think it's called. I don't know.
I probably
That's
know
tomorrow. No, I forgot, but the shit is fucking nuts. Like
Word.
she coming from like a real gospel perspective, and that shit is just
that
feels
shit that be
good.
like, as long as you keep.
Yeah, I know that. That's that.
Sounds of Blackness.
Sounds of
Yeah,
Blackness.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
That's shit.
Damn, that's crazy. We were supposed to end this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm keeping all this shit.
Nah, it's good. That shit good.
It's the raw shit. I like all this shit.
Yeah.
I'll ask again. Anything you want to leave us off with? Anything about the album? Albums coming forward?
Man, Time's Up, Johnny Blaze, Mask Up 2.
Oh, we getting the mask up too. I bet.
100%.
Yes, sir.
This year's about to be great.
It's gonna be fun.
We gonna get more bars from My Oh My.
Not on this one.
She snapped on Chirp.
Yeah.
I fucked with it.
I'll just be thinking about family and shit. I don't really be like on the even that was hard to like get her to do it because I'm like, yo man, I don't want her family to
She got
look
it
at her
though.
rapping and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But
Right.
took a little risk.
Do her family listen to you? Like in your music, you feel like you gotta.
I'm so like I think about that shit all the time, bro. With her family,
Nah, I
with
feel
my
you.
moms and shit, we cursing. I'm like, yo, Ma, I can't show you this because it got too much cursing in it, man.
Word.
You know what I mean? So every time I play it in the whip or something like that, every curse I'm turning down the volume. Every time shit
Word.
curse. So I'm just like, man, but niggas is trying to get on. So
Yeah.
when we get rich, that's all gonna be excused.
Facts. When you paying all the bills and
Yeah.
shit.
Look.
That's how I am with this podcast, yo. So, mom, if you watching, sorry for the niggas. But
My mom fucks with my shit.
yeah, you was talking about that. I was listening to both our episodes before this,
Yeah,
and you
mom's
was
fucking
like,
my shit.
that's got to be a fire feeling.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
I mean, my
my mom's fuck with his shit.
His mom a real one. She a real one. Word up.
that's dope as fuck, yo. Yo, my girl mom be listening to the podcast and shit too. So
What's up, yo?
shout out to Natalie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is the A-Side B-Side podcast, the branded podcast about what's the movement. If you haven't already listened to the last episodes with Joe College and Marcus Ariah, both dope episodes. Man, this is a bingeable podcast. This is a good ass podcast, yo. No bullshit. Like, I'm brushing shoulders with like guys like these guys, Jim Jones, Chris Patrick. I'm humble flexing, but go back and listen to those. Listen to this. Look out for Time's Up. It's coming out soon. Look out for the review on what'sthemovement.net. That's gonna be written by my homegirl Natalie. Shout out to her. She's fucking killing it right now. What's it called, man? Who else? Shout out to Nick. I appreciate the questions too, because I ain't want to be repetitive and ask the same stuff over and over. Follow Seven Spheres of Money on YouTube. Financial literacy, we need it. Like, it's very necessary. Shop at CivSav. Go to goodfellas.co, right?
Goodfellas Co. Yeah.
Goodfellas Co. Their podcast is fire, so subscribe to them.
Facts.
Man, mad shout outs. I'm gonna put a lot of this in the bio, so
It's a lot to shout out when a lot of people working, man.
word is bond.
That's good.
If you're driving, don't try to scroll and find this. Like, it's almost over. Just click the links below. When the album comes out, I'm gonna have the link in the bottom even after this drops. We got a sneak peek. We got a song on the podcast, so enjoy that. I don't know the name of it yet, but we gonna get to it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna just wrap this, yo. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate y'all.